Surely, the plans the North has for Tinubu are for evil and not for good. It's happening. Prominent leaders, influencers in the North have asked President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to kill his dream of getting a second term in Nigeria. These key Northerners, who are members of the Ariwa Consultative Forum, made this known while rejecting a call by the national chairman of the All Progressive Congress (APC) Abdullahi Ganduje for the North to wait until 2031 before contesting the presidency. Now we know that by 2027, Nigeria will go into another phase of, presidential election. For the northern leaders, the region cannot be coerced into re-electing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. You recall that Ganduje, while receiving a delegation from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's media center and the Tinubu Northern Youth Forum at the APC National Secretariat in Abuja recently, argued that since a northern president, Muhammad Buhari, had completed 2 terms, fairly warranted that Tinubu should also serve for 8 years. But the ACF and other political figures from the north rejected Ganduji's arguments, berating him for participating in what they describe as a cult-like arrangement. The National Publicity Secretary of the APC, Tukur Mohammed Baba, had said that no party member can be influenced by force to vote anyone, adding it is up to voters to endorse, to reject, or to modify it. Now, in 2015, they noted that, they kind of sold a lot of, fantasies. Of course, the renewed hope came in 2023, and the hope has turned into a nightmare. In 2015, they bought into the idea of change. In 2023, they keyed into the idea of the renewed hope, which has now turned into renewed shege. Also reacting, the former Kaduna State Governor Nasir Rufai doubted Tinubu's chances of securing a second term in office. El-Rufai had made a post suggesting that the North will not support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the 2027 presidential elections. My country people, we have Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, who have also made strong statements regarding the plans, the dangerous plans the North have for Tinubu. Like I said earlier, the plans the North has for Tinubu are not of good, but they are of evil. Rabiu Kwankwaso also waved off the concerns raised by the Ariwa Consultative Forum over a recent remark by the APC National Chairman Abdullahi Ganduje, who suggested that northern politicians should hold their horses until 2031 before reclaiming the presidency. But according to Kwankwaso, he noted that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's re-election in 2027 will be hindered. He also made some instances on some certain persons in Tinubu's government whom, he used to look up to before, but now, he cannot say much of them. The North is basically one giant construction site, thanks to Mr. President, but as far as 2027 is concerned, Tinubu should hold his head high because anything can happen. According to Kwankwaso, the APC's growing dominance has rattled the once mighty Kwankwasia movement, which he claims is now slipping into political irrelevance. And with confidence oozing from every word, he assured that President Bola Tinubu's performance would be more than enough to secure, would be more than enough to secure a new term for an opposition. Guys, what are your thoughts on this? We've been hearing takeover from, other opposition political parties that they aim to take over, they aim to do this, they aim to do that. Many northern politicians are also saying they are not going to support Tinubu, which has brought about division amongst them, because some persons will support Mr. President in 2027, while some other persons will not support Mr. President in 2027. We see the likes of Kasim Shettima and other Northerners, Ganduji. They are trying to sway the Northerners to come to their aid, to come to their favor. Guys, what does this spell? Ganduji is already campaigning for Tinubu's re-election. We are in 2025, yet we are already seeing campaign. The campaign is on. Even if they are not moving from one state to another, carrying flags, waving flags, making several promises, but the campaign has started. Starting from Ganduji, he has started campaigning for Mr. President, going to the north, speaking to northern politicians, asking the north to wait, that they should wait before vying for the presidency until 2027. Ganduji made this assertion while he received a delegation of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's media center and Tinubu's Northern Youth Forum at a party secretariat in Abuja. According to him, it would be so unfair, very, very unfair, to deny Mr. President the chance of being re-elected after a fellow Northerner was allowed to finish his tenure of 8 years. The APC national chairman pledged that the party would religiously follow the zoning arrangements by ensuring the North and South sharing formula is strictly adhered to. And yes, they have noted that it's impossible for Tinubu to regain presidency in 2027. So given the nature of this presidential election, it's going to be a tough one. We're already seeing controversies. The renewed hope agenda that came up in 2023 has now turned into a nightmare. They are not buying into Tinubu's renewed hope agenda anymore. They are tired of what they are seeing, and now they are going to cast, their votes against Mr. President. Let's see how this works out. We hope that they won't turn back tomorrow after they have been given some little chunks of money to sell their votes, because vote buying is another thing that happens during the election and some way affects the electoral credibility. So guys, I'm dropping here. We are going to be seeing several fireworks from this moment henceforth. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.